It is I, Alyssa. I also go by Lyss or Alsira, whichever is okay. This video, we're going to be diving into a movie currently in the making. This movie also contains a topic that I was once in a fandom of, and if you notice my eyes going this way, that is because my phone is right here, so here it is. If you can tell by the title or the thumbnail, we'll be looking into the new live-action film adaptation of Beyblade. Before we continue, a little intro about myself. Like I said, I'm Alyssa, I'm 26 years old, I live in New York. I have a Bachelor's of Arts in English, concentrating in creative writing, as well as a minor in film and video studies. In addition, I also have a Master's of Fine Art in creative writing. These degrees do not make me an expert in literature, creative writing, or film analyses. Disclaimers. This video talks about a movie that is stated to be in pre-production. Take everything said here regarding the movie with a fat grain of salt. My comments are open to discussion, but we are respectful, not assholes. If I see any unnecessary name-calling or insults, I will delete your comment and restrict your engagement. I will be mentioning people working on this project. Do not harass them. This project is in pre-production, so we don't know who got cast for what. Don't even try and harass the voice actors from previous installments of the franchise. These people have lives. We don't know what we don't know. Final disclaimer. I've noticed that when it comes to certain topics like Beyblade, it attracts a lot of young children. I'm going to tell you this. I curse. I may add inappropriate memes or clips. If you are too young to have a YouTube channel, then you are too young to watch this video. If you're still a minor, but you can stomach slightly inappropriate topics, then don't let me stop you. I'm only saying this because I don't want my video to be flagged as content for children or as harmful for children, because I don't make content for children. If any of you can remember, some of the first content uploaded on this channel were anime music videos of Beyblade. I'm not talking about the newest Beyblade Burst shows, which I'm so glad they're finally done with. I'm talking about the original up until Shogun Steel. When did I start watching Beyblade? In 2017, I was a senior in high school, and I just saw a clip of Beyblade Burst, and it was an episode where Ken was moving away. I just thought his puppets were so cute. So I searched up the series and find out that there are installments. So I'm like, okay, let me go from the beginning. Well, let me just catch myself up. Through my TV's free catalog and YouTube, I watched all 3 seasons of the original Beyblade, then continue on to the Beyblade Middle series. I didn't realize how much of a hold this anime had on my generation, especially the boys. I was more of a Pokemon girl growing up, not so much now. Anyways, that obsession with Beyblade continued well into my early years of college, which was when I started making AMVs, as anime music videos for short, and edits. Then I grew out of it, but I still kind of kept up to date with the franchise. Also, if you hear like any background noise, my AC is on low fan. I live right next to an intersection, and there is construction being done right across the street. And there's also a dog across my street that barks a lot. I learned about this movie project around last year or so, maybe earlier this year, because when I searched up this project, the latest article about it was 2 years ago. My first thoughts were maybe this was adapting the first season of the original Beyblade, or maybe the manga. Maybe it's an entirely new universe. This is 2025. We are not new to live-action adaptations of our favorites. I mean Sonic, Mario, Pokemon. My concern was how much of a success will this Beyblade movie be? In comparison to the other media I've mentioned, Beyblade hasn't had that kind of promotion. At least not with the adult fans. Every time I look at Beyblade posts, almost 90% of them are children. So how will this affect the movie's production or its promotion? Will it be made for children and feature kid actors and a lot of safety? Or will it have fart jokes and pop culture references and include some violence? Who knows?
Who knows? Well, actually, Larry does. He's the one who keeps changing his mind.
Who's Larry?
God.
Excuse me?
Larry is God's first name.
I mean, I will specify that some of the original Beyblade series were pretty violent. I don't know how that compared to the Beyblade Burst series or the new Beyblade X. According to the IMDb page, that's the Internet Movie Database, which is kind of like Wikipedia but for media projects. The writers include Patrick Burley, Gavin James, and Neil Widener. When we click on the profiles, Patrick credits include, but are not limited to, Eternals, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Peter Rabbit 2. I haven't watched any of those films. Gavin James, his credits include a Minecraft movie and Footsteps. Neil Widener, included but not limited to, a Minecraft movie, Subdivision, Colorado, and a few upcoming films like San Andreas 2. This film also involves producer Jerry Bruckheimer. His catalog is quite iconic, with Days of Thunder, Top Gun, a plethora of CSI series, G-Force, which is a spy movie involving guinea pigs and that is in my Roman Empire, Pirates of the Caribbean, yada yada. I'll link his Wikipedia down below. Also to note, this film is being produced by Paramount Pictures. We know Paramount Pictures. They're the studio that brought you the Sonic series, A Quiet Place series, the Scream series. Just look at the Wikipedia stuff. You know how it is. Basically, this film is being held by one of the big five and a well-known producer. So, it might be in good hands, we never know. I still have some concerns, and that's okay. I'm wondering the kind of direction we're going with this film. It's in pre-production, which means the script is being finalized. We're hiring actors and crew, working on the budget, location scouting, getting everything prepared before production begins. What kind of cast are we looking at? We don't know. Considering that Beyblade is a shonen manga and anime in Japan, which means the cast mostly consists of boys and therefore appeals to a young male audience, we're probably looking at a mostly male cast with maybe 1 or 2 girls. I don't know if anybody from the team is watching, but hey, girls like Beyblade too. Creating a project in this day and age, representation matters, especially with current events and history being rewritten. The last thing we need is a white boy trying to save the world. We have so many of that. However, when we're including characters that aren't white, we gotta be careful because we don't want tokenism. We don't want to say, oh, here's this black character, so we're not, discriminatory against the black community. When we look at the first Beyblade anime series, it was pretty diverse. We got an American, a Japanese, a Chinese, and even a Russian. If this film is a new take on the franchise itself and not adapting the first series at all, then we can go anywhere we want with this. If any of you may recall, I did start writing a Beyblade fanfiction with the main character as a girl, and that really stemmed from me watching like Beyblade Burst and seeing how many of them were boys, and like some of them could pass as girls, but no, they're just boys with like very long, colorful hair. And I'll link 2 videos about that below. The fanfic was also inspired by sitcoms that I was watching, and they include a lot of heavy topics, often serving as a PSA, so some of my characters deal with issues like body image, misogyny, child abuse, sexuality, the stuff that teenagers typically experience. Not all teenagers, but, Now that I think about it, some of the novels that I'm writing do kind of follow that pattern as well, where each chapter is an episode, which makes sense. I'm also a screenwriter. Another thing I'm thinking is if any of the original cast will be called into this production as well, or even make a cameo. A little sidetrack, I was watching this show called The Boys, and I noticed the name of one of the actors who plays a PR employee looks so familiar. I'm like, Kai? Or Tsubasa? Yep, David Reel played a character on The Boys, and his character suffered a pretty great demise.
Whoa. Sorry, bro, you're on the list.
Don't kill me. I can pay you.
You're a writer, you don't get paid shit.
Please. I'll do anything.
Anything? Tell me I'm the smartest superhero in the 7.
You are by far the smartest superhero in the 7 years. You're brilliant, a genius.
And that you respect me the most? Besides Homelander, of course.
Of course I respect you. You're amazing.
You're just saying that because you're scared, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I swear.
Yeah, you are. But you know what, bro? That's good enough for me.
It seems like besides Ray's voice actor, Daniel DeSanto, Kai's voice actor had more roles in some iconic projects like Suits and Mean Girls. If you're curious, Ray's voice actor also voiced Carlos on The Magic School Bus. Oh my god, imagine if Eric Kripke produced this movie. If you know Eric Kripke, he's a showrunner for The Boys and Gen V, and he's also more well known for Supernatural, which I'm currently in the middle of season 5 of. Going back on the original source appeal being marketed towards a male audience, I do hope the movie paves a way for female Beybladers, because I am so goddamn mad about Hikaru from the Beyblade Metal series. She went from badass to secretary. I mean, she does briefly do some blading, but that was brief. That was an emergency. I'll give them that. And don't feel compelled to push a boy and a girl together just because they're there. They can be platonic. I'm wondering where a Yukio live-action movie will be in production. That would be cool. That's all I have for this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this. I do look forward to seeing your theories in the comments. Be respectful. We haven't seen much of an update since that article from 2 years ago. And who knows? There could be an update the day after I upload this video, or the day of uploading this video. We don't know.
Well, actually, Larry does.
You can support me any way you can through my Linktree. I have self-published 2 books, Kaleidoscope and Death Throes, both available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Every purchase counts. More videos are on the way. If you have a topic that you'd like for me to talk about, please let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you hydrate and be safe. Bye!